Good morning, everyone. So this morning I just wanted to quickly recap on the events of 2 weeks ago in California, USA, when a Tesla Model S crashed into a stationary fire truck on the 405 freeway in Los Angeles. So the firefighters reportedly were told by the Model S driver that he was on autopilot at the time. And apparently the events unfolded like this. So the driver was on autopilot on the freeway when the car in front of him merged out of that lane into the adjacent lane, and there was a stationary fire truck up ahead on the freeway. Now the autopilot didn't stop in time, or didn't even stop apparently, and hit the fire truck ahead. So, but luckily the driver wasn't injured, or seriously injured anyway, and obviously the car was totaled, with the front bonnet basically collapsing when it hit the fire truck. So I guess that raises a few issues, obviously, with the autopilot not sensing the fire truck. Now Tesla hasn't come out to make an official statement yet, but if you look at the Tesla's autopilot part of the manual, it does say that it does actually specifically state if a car were to merge out of a lane with a stationary object ahead, it will not detect that stationary object. And I've also read online that the autopilot, that's one of the fundamental I guess shortcomings of autopilot, is that it doesn't stop for stationary objects. That is part of the feature, because otherwise it would have to stop for every single stationary object on the road, whether it be a speed bump or a traffic barrier or a traffic light or a speed sign. So it kind of ignores stationary objects. And even on my little dash here, you can see that it doesn't actually pick up stationary things. It'll generally just see the moving cars on this dash. So that does make me a little bit worried, I guess. I guess it's not going to be as easy as just sitting in my car one day and just sipping a cup of coffee or reading the paper while my car drives me to work. Tesla and other electric vehicle companies with autopilot functions do always say that the driver still needs to be alert. They can't just nod off and go to sleep. I haven't personally driven autopilot yet, but I know just from watching videos and from what people have told me is that the car will only go on autopilot certain sections of the road, and you still need to put the hands on the steering wheel every now and then to sort of re-ping the autopilot function. Otherwise, it'll basically come to a stop in the middle of the road, which I've seen videos of on YouTube, where the autopilot keeps triggering or keeps pinging the driver, and the driver, as a test, not responding, but then the car will just stop in the middle of the road, and that obviously freaked the driver out, because he was like, well, what happens if I'm on the freeway? And that raises some interesting questions about autopilot, and I think personally we're not quite there yet. I certainly would not trust any vehicle to drive me anywhere just yet, at least not in real life conditions, possibly in a test condition. I don't think we're just quite there yet with the sensors and the cameras on the cars, especially with recent accidents like this one in California, where the vehicle crashed into the fire truck on the freeway. Anyway, if I do get a chance to drive autopilot on a Tesla, I will certainly record that. That would be an interesting ride. Thanks for watching. I will speak to you soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching, and thank you for helping us to bring the electric vehicle revolution to Australia. If you've enjoyed our videos, please take a moment to hit subscribe. We would really appreciate it. If you're close to buying a brand new Tesla, then lucky you. Use one of our promo codes on screen to unlock special goodies from Tesla. Happy charging!